Hello, future real estate professionals. Welcome back to the Colibri Real Estate channel, where we're changing lives one home at a time. I'm Sue Willoughby, a licensed real estate advisor with nearly a decade of experience in the Washington state. And I've been a real estate instructor with Colibri for 3 years. I'm passionate about sharing real life, real world insights and helping you turn your real estate career dreams into a reality. Today, we're going to dive into property dimensions and sizes. Now, understanding how to calculate these is crucial for real estate professionals. So let's break it down step by step into some practical examples. Let's start with a simple question. How many acres are in a tract identified as the north half of the southeast quarter of the southwest quarter of the north half? I know that sounds confusing, but we're going to simplify it for you. Anytime you see a question like this, just remember that they're always talking about a section, and a section is 640 acres. To figure out the size of the piece that they have identified, we start with the 640 acre tract, and then divide by the bottom numbers. So whether you start from the front of the sentence or the description or the back, it doesn't really matter mathematically. Sometimes people get very hung up on the northwest corner, the southeast corner, the top half, the bottom half, whatever. This is just a math problem, so keep that in mind. Let's do the math. 640 divided by 2, then divided by 4, then divided by 4 again, and then divided by 2. That's going to bring us down to 10 acres. So once again, we took that 640 acres, we divided it by 2, then we divided that number by 4, and divided that number by 4, and then divided the final number by 2. That comes down to 10 acres. So the parcel that they've identified in that first statement was 10 acres. Moving on to the next question. If a property measures 420 feet along the highway and contains 12 acres, what is the depth of the tract? So we know one of the parameters, which is the width of the property, but we don't know how far back it goes in order to create 12 acres. So what is the formula for this question? The formula that we're going to use is the area of the tract is the length times the width, or the depth times the width, right? So length and width is going to give us area. We already know the area, but we don't know one of the other parameters, so we have to solve for that. So here's what we need to find out. We need to know the area is 12 acres. And 1 acre is 43,560 square feet. So what we're going to do first is we're going to convert the 12 acres into square feet. So 12 times 43,560 is 522,720 square feet. To find the depth, we then divide that total square footage by the width, which is 420 feet, which they've already given us. So we've got 522,720 divided by 420, and that will bring us down to 1,244.57. That will be the other parameter of this area. So it's 420 feet by 1,244.57 feet. That's a lot of math, but hang in there, it gets easier. In this next question, a builder is developing a 550 by 970 foot piece of property. Each lot will be approximately 80 feet by 110 feet. Setback requirements are going to consume 25,750 square feet. Also, they have to account for a pool, which is going to be 80 by 100 feet. And then finally, they need to allocate space for the clubhouse. And the clubhouse is 75 by 90. So if each lot sells for $12,000, what will be the full amount realized by the builder? Okay, so we have some more math to do. First, we need to calculate the total square feet that this builder is working with. The way that we're going to do that is take that 550 times 970, and that's going to equal 533,500 square feet. So that's the total square footage that we have to deal with. Now, we then are going to subtract the space, the square footage that we allocated for the pool and the clubhouse and the setbacks. So we've got 8,000 feet for the pool. We've got 6,750 square feet for the clubhouse, and then the setbacks, which are 25,750 square feet. Okay, so we add those three numbers together. This leaves 493,000 square feet. These are going to be the building lots. Now we already know that each lot is 8,800 square feet. So we're going to take the total square footage that we have available after we subtracted the clubhouse, the setbacks, and the pool. Okay, and we're going to divide that by each individual lot size. So 493,000 divided by 8,800 comes out to be 56 lots. So we've got 56 lots. He's going to sell them for $12,000 a piece, which is a great deal. And the builder will actually realize $672,000 from this project. All right, our last question. A developer is subdividing a 15-acre tract into lots measuring, once again, 80 by 110 feet. This developer has allowed 151,800 square feet for streets and sidewalks. So now we need to determine what the maximum number of saleable lots we can get out of this property. Once again, first of all, we have to convert the acres to square feet. So we've got 15 acres times 43,560 square feet. That's going to equal 653,400 square feet. Now, we have to subtract the amount of space that we have allocated for streets and sidewalks, and that comes in at 151,800 square feet, leaving usable space of 501,600 square feet for the lots. Now we know that the lots are 8,800 square feet each, so we are going to take that 501,600, divide it by 8,800, and that will equal 57. That is how many lots we can get out of that tract of land. Remember, always ensure that you're answering the right question. Sometimes they're going to throw a lot of numbers at you and other extraneous information that you might find confusing. So if you need to, read that question 3 or 4 times so that you understand what they're really asking you. Double check your calculations to ensure for accuracy. Well, that's it for today's session on property dimensions and sizes. I hope this helps you understand how to approach these questions in a more logical manner. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, do not forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the Colibri Real Estate channel for more tips and tricks. And good luck in your real estate career, and I will see you on the next one.